The knee-saver electrical box is a patented two-piece device which enables an electrician to install receptacles in the rough wire installation process in business, office, and residential buildings, and without having to get down on your knees in order to install wiring or the termination devices. The termination devices include, but are not limited to, receptacles, switches, night lights, radios, security lights, etc. This is accomplished using a patented junction box, which is specifically designed to accept patented termination devices. The junction box also provides a clear view of all wires, a clear view of each wire to set screw contact point, ensuring a good electrical connection. We'll explore the construction of the junction box in another video. What we are about to explore are the models, not working prototypes, of the construction and functionality of the prototypes are based on these models. The prototypes could look a little different due to any modifications made for such things as making the device safer, an easier manufacturing process, or adding additional features. This model shows a front piece called a termination device and a rear piece called a hub. This is the front piece of a number 12 wire receptacle, and the back piece, the hub. Now you may notice here on the number 12, prongs are on the bottom, and on the 14 wire, prongs are on the top. Let's explore the parts of the hub. All wires enter the side of the hub. The far left vertical column of wire entry points is for ground wires. The far right of the vertical column is for entry points for the white or neutral lines. And the center vertical column is for the black wires. Now we're going to look at the hub through the top. Looking through the top, you can see the ground wire. Let's see if we can grab it. The ground wire entering the hub through the side. The ground wire goes through the bar and stops at the window, assuring a good contact. So as you see, the wire comes out. You can visually see the wire, so you know when you tighten that screw, it's got that wire. The center one, the black wire enters through the side in the middle, through the center, and goes past the set screw area. You can see here the set screw threads, and if I raise it, you can see the set screw. So you want to push the wire in and look through the window to make sure the wire is all the way in, so you know that that set screw grabbed that wire. And as you can tell, you don't have to remove the insulation over the whole wire, just enough to get in here. That makes a safer invention. Then you can see in the back The white wire is all the way on the right side, goes through. Here's the set screw. Now you can make the wire come out, it's a neutral, but you just want to be able to see from here that it passed that set screw. Now this model is clear. We don't know what the future holds, if it's going to be clear or a solid color, but in any case, you'll still be able to see that the wire has passed the set screw area, and when you set that screw, you know it's going to grab that wire. There are 8 important features of the device that should be noted here. If a wire were to be put in the wrong column, the different color of the sheathing would make it visible and create a response to correct it. Now let's see if we can show you a model. Okay. Now these here are for number 12 wires. And if we look sideways, you can see all the bare wires, the grounds are in one vertical column. In the middle are all the black wires. Let's see if we can get a better view of that. Let's see, here we go. All the white wires in one. So you can look and see if the wires are in the correct location. If they're not, it'll be visible. An inspector who's inspecting this can look through the front, verifying this. Can also look through the top, more importantly, because this is going to be in the box. So you can look down and see all the white wires are in one column, the blacks, and the ground wires are all connected to the ground bar. It can be shown from the front of or the top view that there are no interwire connections. The wires go in, set screw holds them. The wires are not touching each other. There are no connections, with one exception, the ground wire. The ground wire goes in, goes through the bar, comes out to the other side, you tighten the screw, they are electrically connected, the ground wires are connected. All wires are simply held in place, standing at the ready to be electrically connected when the front part is attached via prongs to the individual lines accessible through the center holes of the screw. Okay, so let's take a quick, you can see here already that you have the set screw, and then in the center you see the hole. So in this model here, using the 14 wire, you could say these prongs are specific for this device. When it gets plugged in, it makes the electrical connections. It'll go from one prong to another prong or whatever has to be done. An electrical inspector can look at the front of the hub and see all the wires for his rough inspection. So all the wires can be attached on the first day of installation. Not only can he look at the front, but in a patented junction box made for this device, an inspector can look down from it. I will show you what that looks like. I will not go into detail too much about the box because that'll be another video. But let's see if I can give you a view of the box, the hub, and the wires. Keep in mind these are models, not prototypes. The wires will be connected to the hub separately, and like the next video that has the box will show you how all this is done. Then you simply get it Open the lid at the top. All right, where are we here? And slide it down. Now, a variation of the top. Let's see if we can have that on screen. No. This particular one, like I said, I'll go into detail in another film, but just so you have an idea what's going on. The wires get put through the top. See if I can show you here. Get put through the top. The length of the wires, they all get attached separately. Then you come over with the wires, the hub, like I showed you earlier. Snap it on like that. Now, the door remains open. The hub is here. Let's go back to this view. The hub is here. And an inspector can look down and see all the white wires, all the black wires, all the ground wires. Everything is connected and installed. Okay. If a termination device is attached to the hub on the first day of the installation, an inspector can see all the wires. Now that's even if a termination device is put on, because an inspector is looking through the top. The patented junction box contains a movable top. It allows a fully wired hub to be dropped into the junction box with or without a termination device attached. It allows full view of all the wires due to the vertical windows, which are actually cutout slots, allowing the full view of the end of each wire, the tips, as I showed you. The windows, and then you have one on the side. Another feature, not shown today, but is patented, is the termination devices all have a dust and paint shield attached to them individually. That means immediately after the electrical inspection, when the junction box cover is in the closed position, the top, installation, sheetrock, and painting can happen. Going back to that, this termination device has no screw heads or has any power. So a plastic shield is on it, a plastic cover is on it, and placed in the hub. Spray paint away. After they paint, you can have someone just come, peel off the wrap, put on a front cover. You are already all electrically connected. At present, the electrician has to wait until the painting is done before he can install the switches and receptacles. With this new device, he has to return just to hang the lights, peel off the paint shield, and install the plate cover. In case you're wondering, is it code compliant with respect to being able to remove the entire two-piece device in a finished wall? The answer is yes, due to the patented junction box design. Very quickly, I could show you, and this is just one particular model. This might not be the actual prototype, but there are a couple of bars that hold in and line up this box, and that is held in by these two screws. So for argument's sake, if you wanted to remove the hub, you just go in here, take these two screws out, and the hub with the wires and everything comes out. There should be really no wear and tear on the hub. So if you wanted to change the termination device, it's old, it has paint on it, you want a new one, you simply unplug the old one, plug in a new one. The hub usually, once it's connected to the wires, really shouldn't need to be removed, but it can be removed. Question is, can all the wires be viewed after a complete installation? The answer is yes. You remove the cover, unplug the termination device, and look at the hub as it was originally installed. Thank you for your time, and this is video 1 of a 3-video series. The next video would be on the patented switch, which is used in conjunction with the hub. And the third one would go into more detail, the construction of the junction box. Thank you.